Hi guys, Luke here and welcome back to another FIFA 18 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 83 rated Japanese League SBC Cristiano. He cost me roughly 100,000 coins to complete his SBC, and in the 5 games that I played of him, he scored me 3 goals and got me 3 assists, and he does have a 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. And getting off into his in-game stats, his main standard stats are his 93 shot power, his 99 strength, his 87 free kick accuracy, and his 87 long shot. So a very nice card for this Cristiano card, some very nice stats certainly on his base card. Getting into his in-game stats though, there are some potential concerning stats such as the 55 balance and the 64 composure, but getting off into his first pro, it is going to be his pace. He is lightning quick. In his pace section he does have 93 acceleration as well as 93 spin speed. Absolutely fantastic off the mark, absolutely brilliant. He can keep it going for a very long time. And even towards the back end of the game, he would never really have much of an issue with his stamina. I know 78 stamina isn't ideal, but for me, I actually never found it to be much of an issue. I did always make sure that I at least had about 95 fitness going into a game of Cristiano. I wouldn't recommend going in with any lower than 90, because then you will definitely see a reduction in obviously how far he can run as as the game kind of goes on and all that kind of stuff. So just something to bear in mind. But honestly, his pace was fantastic. It's definitely one of his best ways in being able to beat the defenders, and obviously he's got the good long shots as well, which is fantastic, as well as the nice finishing to be able to use that pace to kind of get into the box and all that kind of good stuff. His second pro is actually going to be his finishing. Now, he only did score me 3 goals in 5 games, which is by far certainly not the best of a striker that I have used this FIFA, but I still really liked it. I really did. I mean, every single time he created chances or was receiving the ball, inside the box or anything like that, he was at least hitting the shots on target. And honestly, a lot of the time the goalkeepers were making fantastic saves. I think he hit the woodwork at least once, maybe twice. He was very unlucky not to score a lot more goals for my team, to be quite honest. I was actually a big fan of his finishing in my points of view, and I know for a fact that as I will continue to use him after this review, that he will definitely score me more goals. The goal is to try and play him actually to change the team maybe a little bit and have a couple of Brazilian wingers and then maybe play Del Piero at cam, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think, because the team I was using in this video wasn't great. There was a lot of poor defensive players and not always the best midfield players. Certainly, like Renato Sanchez, I don't think was that good. I can't remember who was the other midfielder I used. The other midfielder I used was Pereira as well, who wasn't incredible. But honestly, though, getting off into his final pro, it is going to be his passing. I actually really enjoyed his passing. Now, his passing stats aren't fantastic. He does have 78 short passing and 77 long passing. Long passing doesn't matter, but 78 short passing was really nice. He did get me 3 assists in 5 games, which was a nice return. Yeah, 78 short passing is going to be nice enough just to link up with little passes between the between players. Also, his 81 crossing was pretty decent. I had him on corners, and he was actually pretty decent at whipping in corners, as well as the 82 curve that he does have as well. That is going to be the end of his pros. In terms of other things, just to be a little bit aware of, he does have 55 balance. Now, I know a lot of people will see that as a bit of an issue. In general, I actually never found it to be an issue at all. I actually thought his dribbling was pretty decent. He does have 87 in-game stat dribbling, which is fantastic, as well as 82 agility. And I think because that 82 agility is very nice, you don't see the bad balance as such, if you're going to get what I mean, because his agility and his in-game dribbling stat as well as his ball control are already so high that despite his balance being low, it doesn't really matter overall. But personally, I thought it was a very good card to use, and I think he is... I would say do this SBC because I think he's got fantastic stats, and there's only a few SBCs. Only this one and the Al Sommer SBC are the only ones that I'd recommend, because there is the potential to actually make profit through the packs. I did manage to pack an in for myself, as well as a couple of nice silver cards that I actually went for a considerable amount of coins. So there is the potential to make profit in this, but also you're going to be getting a very good player who's relatively easy to link up, either with other Brazilian players or with potential icons that you may have. But anyway, guys, that's going to finish up this player review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.